What is up, guys? Xbox Tech Junkie back today with another video. I know it has been quite some time since I posted something. I actually did make a video about a week after my last video. I never got around to editing it, and when I did edit it, I kept slamming the tables throughout the whole video. All I heard was, which from a video perspective, that's annoying, and I was like, can't post that. People will be annoyed with that. So I'm going to try to reshoot it. Unfortunately, a lot of what I discussed has already been discussed in a lot of other videos out there. But I still like to get my own point across, my own visuals, and give my take on certain things. So what I'm discussing today, which you probably have seen, is the official Spartan Field Manual. It's kind of just like as if you were an actual Spartan and you got your manual. You know, it's not like in the video games where you just pick up, they say, nice to meet you, here's a gun, have fun. No, they try to make it feel like you're a Spartan 4, read the manual. Even though they mention a lot in there that who actually reads the manual. And yeah, so one thing I really noticed when I was reading this, it's kind of what I've discussed, is the whole, when we saw Halo Infinite's trailer, we saw that Chief was wearing a very, very similar classic design from like Halo 3, Halo 2 era. And so like a lot of people have wondered, like, is this new armor? Is this just an art change? What is this? Why is he wearing it? And where did it come from? But on top of that is, what is everything else going to look like? Like, are we going to go back to original Elite designs? Are we going to go back to original, like, designs for the Marines, the ships, all that kind of fun stuff? And so I think this book kind of slowly gives you a glimpse of what they're getting ready to change. So throughout this whole book, when they have the chance to, if they show like a Marine, a Grunt, an Elite, if they're able to, they will show off only classic design, like Bungie era, like Reach or Halo 3. And most people would say, well, that's just because it's a cool picture, or because that picture, da-da-da-da. I think it's honestly them just getting ready to show us that we're kind of going back to the original design, because, I mean, with the Elites, they kind of show off. It'd take me forever to look for the picture because I can't just flip right to it. Probably should have done some more tabs. Anyway, there's a part in the book where it talks about the Elites, and they're all Reach style. They're all classic design. The only time you'll see like the Storm, like the Halo 4 look, and Halo 5 is when they're talking about certain characters who were like that in the game. So, I mean, for instance, Jewel Mandama wasn't in anything with Bungie, so obviously he doesn't have a Bungie era design. But in the book, he obviously has to stick to 343 design. But everything else, they kind of just try to keep to more of a Bungie look. Not really Bungie look, but the classic era. So, yeah, I guess Bungie. But for instance, like the armor. They talk about the armor a lot. And I've seen this in other videos too. They do mention that there is a Generation 3 armor being made. And it's supposed to have, like, learn from Generation 2, but go back to the more simple and protective style of the Generation 1 armor, which, for you guys don't know, Generation armor, or Generation 1 armor, is like anything before Halo 4. So Master Chief's armor from Halo 3, 2, 1, etc. Anything that's like Generation 2 would have been in Halo 4 and 5, which is why Chief looks so bulky and tanky in him. So that's kind of what that is. So like, for instance, right here, when they're showing Elites off, you can see that those are both from Halo Reach. The only time that you kind of see the Halo 4 styles when they start talking about the Covenant. I find that kind of weird just because, I mean, the Covenant and the Swords of St. Helios aren't too different, especially since they both originated kind of from the same point. But like here. So if you look over here, you can see the Arbiter. He's actually rocking Halo 2 Anniversary look. And over here is Jewel Mandama, who's still in Halo 4. What I'm kind of seeing is anything that kind of had, if you know anything about Halo lore and about like the history with the design, basically the way 343 explained Halo 4 Elite looks is they're like a different, not really brand, what should I say, like a different blood, like the cousin of the Elites. So they're still Elites in Sangheili, but they're just like a different type, almost as if like a different race for humans. So like instead of just like a Caucasian or an African American person, you're gonna have an Elite who looks like someone from Halo 2, and then you're gonna have someone who looks like from Halo 4, where they're like designs a little weirder and they're a little more lizard looking. Sorry, I do the little things, but like I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they wanted to go back to where, I think what they should do, as a matter of fact, is basically have the two sides. So when you're fighting with the Swords of St. Helios, they all look like classic Halo elites. So Halo 1, 2, 3, they look normal. Looks like someone we've all loved. And then with the Sword or the Covenant, they should have it to where it's the newer breeds that we're used to in Halo 4 and 5. For instance, when you watch the Halo, it's for Halo 5, but it's at the beginning of Halo 2 Anniversary where you first see Arbiter since Halo 3, and he's like in his new Kadon armor. It's the gold armor from Halo 5. He looks exactly like he would in like design-wise, he looks like he would in Halo 2 Anniversary. And I think they wanted to do that, but they said with or what I've heard is with technology, it would have been too hard to have like two different factions, which who knows if that's true or not. I think it would have been relatively easy, just a little more time to work on it, which a lot of people would agree Halo 5 could have used way more time, so I think they should have done that. And I think that's what they're going to do with Halo Infinite, which I would really love to see. I would love to fight alongside the Swords of St. Helios and everyone look normal. And I also think that Arbiter's classic armor is going to return, not because like everyone's like, oh, the new armor sucks. As a matter of fact, a lot of people like the new armor. When I say everyone, I don't mean everyone, obviously. But for those who do love it, it's a majority. I think in the book it says he wears the gold armor because he's the head of his clan on St. Helios. But if he has to leave St. Helios for fighting Cortana, I really believe he's going to be like, well, I only wear this armor when I'm here, kind of represent the Arbiter again, and just pulls off the new armor, which would be amazing to see. And I think the whole Generation 3 armor is why Chief's wearing this, because even when they were talking about the armor after the trailer was shown, or the teaser trailer for Halo Infinite, they kind of said, while yes, it does look alike, it's not the exact armor. And that means it's also very new and clean and shiny, so it can't be his original armor, because his original armor, for one, would have been edited and probably most of it destroyed when Cortana used nanotech to recreate his suit and update his firmware in Halo 4. So I think his old suit's just gone or pieced together by his old Halo 4 armor. So I think in this one he gets a new armor set because they're like, hey, we see your armor's damaged. You're the Master Chief. You deserve first pick. Here's our new lineup of armor. And I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Chief's gonna get new armor. So basically it's gonna be Generation 3. Who knows if it's gonna be like another variant of Mark 6. Like Halo Generation 1 and 2 basically have Mark 6 armor. I don't know if Generation 3 is going to have it. They do mention Mark 7 in here, but I don't know for sure if that's going to be a thing. There are other videos to talk about it a little more. But yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on the whole design. I think 343 is really going to get ready to jump back into the old designs of everything. Keep whatever they need to keep. I think, again, if they do I want them to do is have the two factions of elites. The Storm look from Halo 4 and 5, and then with the Swords of St. Helios, who you fight with, like Arbiter and all that, they should have their classic Halo 1 through 3 look. Halo Reach, I guess, sorry. But I think that'd be kind of great, and with that, bring back the whole playable elites. I know a lot of people want that. I personally never played as elite, so when they took it out of Halo 4, I wasn't too hurt about it, just because I wasn't too on board with it. I thought it was cool, but I didn't think it was necessary. But a lot of people really love it, and so if they bring it back, they should allow you to bring back armor customization. They should allow you to choose, do you want to look like a Halo 4 elite, or do you want to look like a Halo 2 elite? I think majority of people are going to look like Halo 2. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts and what I think is going to happen with Halo Infinite. Again, I'm sorry that this video came out so late. Throughout this video, I kind of lost track. If I hit the table a couple times, I'm so sorry. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I know one of my favorite people who keeps commenting is going to say something crazy that has nothing to do with this video. Talking about you, Brandon, so I'm expecting a good comment. If it's not even random and somehow you stay with the topic, I'm going to really question if you're still saying or not. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see what more Halo news we have in the next couple months. Hopefully we have something new with Infinite, or maybe something new with Off-Brand. We did just get an announcement for a new Halo book coming out. But beyond that, still just keep it locked on Halo.com. Over here at Xbox Tech Junkie, I do want to start talking more about the Xbox stuff, but lately there hasn't been too much crazy things that I wanted to talk about. There has been some stuff like the Taco Bell Xbox, which would be really cool to get. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day.